Hey, what's going on in America? What's going on YouTube? What's going on to the world? Hey, I just want to say, man, God do forgive us, and He is a merciful God, but we must repent. And there are some things that I just cannot defend. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, God, He has, like I said, He does forgive us, and He has mercy on us. And but some things that me personally, you know, I can't. I don't, condone some things, and some people need to repent and uh, and they need to have a conversation with God, and they need to be careful with the energy they put out there, man, into the universe, because like I said, when it comes to when it comes to children, man, I don't get down like that, man. I don't get down like that, man. I have got the 23-year-old, 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 7-year-old, and a 4-year-old boy, man. And even though my oldest is 23, but I love all my children, man. And they love me too, man. So I be on social media off and on. You know what I'm saying? I don't just be on social media like that all the time because, I know I said, I pay attention to everything. That's in general in life. I pay attention to what's going on. So when I get on social media, I just speak. It's like I'm having a conversation with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's begin with this conversation about these three men you see on my screen right here. That's Michael Jackson, that's R. Kelly, and that's Bill Cosby. Okay, now you've been hearing some things about Michael Jackson, about the court, his estate. They won. They had those three idiots that took him to court, and you heard about the bullshit hit piece they put on Michael Jackson called "Leaving Neverland," which was done by HBO and Mother Oprah Winfrey, and I'm quite sure her good friend Gayle King was also involved in it as well. And it pretty much was a backlash, you know, because during that time, they also had the Surviving R. Kelly came out during that time as well. R. Kelly was first, Surviving R. Kelly. Then they said, well, let's go after Michael Jackson as well. Let's put out Surviving R. Kelly, and the shit just blew up in their face. It didn't work. So, but it amazed me that why so quiet about this victory for Michael Jackson's estate. It's not all over. It's not over. You don't see it nowhere over any major mainstream media outlets. Why is that? How come you don't see it on ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, Fox News? Why they not talking about Michael Jackson's estate? Why they not exposing HBO? Oh, I get it, because they're the ones that tried to bring Michael Jackson down, right? And another question I have: why so quiet about Bill Cosby's court hearing that they had 2 weeks ago? Why so hush hush? But when Bill Cosby was first accused and convicted by court of public opinion, yeah, everybody out here, CNN, NBC, CBS, everybody out here. You had your Gayle Kings, you had everybody on a major mainstream media outlets talking about Bill Cosby. And you had a lot of people on social media talking about Bill Cosby, making fun of Bill Cosby. But you didn't have all the mainstream media speaking about that court hearing. Why not? I'm just waiting to hear this. I just want to know why haven't you seen nobody speak about this? But everybody had all this energy towards Mr. Cosby when he was convicted by court of public opinion and when he was convicted in the court of law. Don Lemon, where you at? Where you at, Don Lemon? Where you at, Dr. Eric Dyson? I'm flabbergasted. I'm just trying to understand this. R. Kelly. There was an interview done by Tasha K with two of his ex-employees by Jen and Lindsay. And I'm quite sure a lot of y'all saw that interview. This is the power of social media, right? First, mainstream media, Lifetime, went against R. Kelly with that scripted documentary. And Tasha K, who pretty much helped put out that propaganda, surviving R. Kelly, and pretty much fed into it. But then she decided to bring these two women on her platform and interview them. Two sisters that used to work for R. Kelly, Jen and Lindsay. That was 2 weeks ago. But all of a sudden now, these two women that's defending R. Kelly, that's been quiet, that's been hush-hush on social media. You don't see anybody with a big platform on the power of social media saying anything about these interviews about R. Kelly. These two European women defending R. Kelly. There's no Lovely T talking about it. There's no Thought Cries talking about it. There's no Tariq Nasheed talking about it. There's no Tommy Sotomayor talking about it. There's no Fly Nubian Queens talking about it. There's no Pharaoh Speaks talking about it. There's no Kimberly Fraser talking about it. Why not? Why is everybody hush-hush about the interview that Tasha K did with Lindsay and Jen, the two former employees that's defending R. Kelly? Remember, everybody was making fun of R. Kelly in 2019. Everybody said he was guilty. Everybody said he should, the two women that was with him should leave him alone. It's over for R. Kelly. Remember, R. Kelly was convicted by court of public opinion just like Bill Cosby was. Court of public opinion. You can have your opinion about somebody. You cannot like somebody. You can always say this person, I don't like this person. You can have your perception of somebody. But does that make that person guilty? See, R. Kelly was guilty and Bill Cosby was guilty before they even went to trial. Why so hush-hush about the court hearing that Bill Cosby did 2 weeks ago? It's been 2 weeks. Why so hush-hush about the interview that Tasha K did with his former employees, Lindsay and Jen, the two women that's defending Robert Sylvester Kelly? Why on social media? Why on mainstream media? How come The View didn't talk about Bill Cosby court hearing? How come the Talk didn't talk about Bill Cosby court hearing or The Real? None of these shows. Why not? Why not? I'm just curious to know. I want to know. I want to know. I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. You see, you got people like Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz, this man supposed to be a doctor who specialized in medicine, herbs, and stuff like that. He is wired up. This dude is wired up for sounds, man. He continued to have Ashanti McGee on his platform. He interviews her this week, for a week ago. This lying ass heifer. Yes, I call her a heifer. I didn't want to call her the B word. But she's a lying ass heifer. But he continues to have her on his platform. But he won't have somebody on his platform who can defend R. Kelly. But he has Ashanti McGee. He just had on his platform again. Just a week ago. But he won't have Lindsay or Jen on his platform to defend R. Kelly, or somebody else on there who can defend R. Kelly. The last person he had on to defend R. Kelly was his spokesperson. No, he wasn't a good spokesperson. See, Mr. Kelly needs a Andrew Wyatt. Andrew Wyatt is Bill Cosby spokesperson. See, Bill Cosby has a good team. He has some good lawyers. Michael Jackson, when he was alive, he had a good spokesperson and he had some good lawyers. He had a good team behind him. That is what Robert Sylvester Kelly needs. That is what he needs. And I'm going to tell you something, man. These three men all have something in common. And you probably saying, Power, 1, 2, 3, trust. What are you saying? What do they have in common? Well, first of all, we know that Michael Jackson and R. Kelly both were into music. They both are musical geniuses. They both love music. They both were artists. They're artists. Well, we know that Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby. Well, let's begin with R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Well, Bill Cosby, before he got convicted by a court of public opinion, we know that NBC and Sony dropped him like a hot potato. When all the controversy came that he was accused of drugging and raping all these white women, man, they let his ass go, man. NBC, Sony. Because Bill Cosby was about to make a comeback. He was about to make a comeback. NBC, Sony decided to drop Bill Cosby like a hot potato. And, okay, R. Kelly. Here comes R. Kelly. He was getting ready to, do his thing. And R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly comes around. R. Kelly was asking for his $950 million that was owed to him. And what happened to R. Kelly? He comes mute, R. Kelly, comes Surviving R. Kelly and all that shit. And what happens? Sony decides to run away from R. Kelly faster than a nigga running away from the police, man. That's right. Okay. Michael Jackson. Who was Michael Jackson with? Michael Jackson also was with Sony. Michael Jackson owned 50% of Sony. That is the reason why they didn't like Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson was too what? Influential. He was too powerful. So they had to try to destroy Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson owned his own royalties. And he owned a lot of other people's royalties. So they said, we must do our best to destroy this man. Even in death. Michael Jackson was too powerful, man. Everything connects to Sony. Bill Cosby, NBC, he had to deal with NBC, Sony. Why did Sony decide to drop Bill Cosby so quick? NBC, Sony. Why? Why did they decide to drop R. Kelly so quick, Sony? Think about that, y'all. Why are Sony hands always behind and always somewhere sticking in? They always throw their hands. They throw their hands and they hide like they have nothing to do with nothing. Tell me that. But people want to say they don't believe in conspiracy theory. This ain't no conspiracy theory, man. This ain't no conspiracy theory. This is in your face. They couldn't have this. They couldn't have Bill Cosby to live his life, get older and retire and go out and leave this world and go out in peace. Like some of their people that's, happens to their counterparts and the white ones, like Bob Hope, Rodney Dangerfield, Marlon Brando's. They can't have Bill Cosby go out like that. They're gonna let Michael Jackson lead. Do you think they're gonna let Michael Jackson lead this world? Like Mick Jagger? Come on, man. You think they're gonna let R. Kelly leave this world clean? Let him just leave this world. Just get old, be an old man. He gonna leave this world without them coming at him? Just die old, man. That's what they do to our artists. That's what they do to our black people. Bill Cosby is what, 83 years old, blind? And people was making fun of this shit. I remember this. I remember all of y'all on social media. I remember all y'all names. I wouldn't name all of y'all, but I ain't gonna do that. But you know who you are. You made fun of Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. You made fun of a blind man. A man who was blind. And Bill Cosby has done a lot for our community. Bill Cosby has done a lot. And I don't have no issue with Bill Cosby. I've said that, but it's not an issue. I have my disappointment. I have my disagreements with him. But Mr. Cosby has done a whole lot for his community. And you have to respect that man for that. You got to respect Bill. You got to respect Michael. And to the guy that said R. Kelly, he got, you talking about R. Kelly, since he got broke and all that, he wanted to talk about blacks and that. Man, R. Kelly has done things too. He's done things too, man. A lot of people do things that they don't like to be, they don't want the spotlight on them when they do things. You'd be surprised a lot of people that has done things for the community, but they don't want the spotlight. It's just that Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby, they were so popular, they were so big that when they go places, the camera was always on them. And I'm just being honest with you. And R. Kelly is big. I'm just saying, R. Kelly has done things for his community. If you go back and listen to the song, I Admit, he tells you in the song, that some of the things he's done, but non-profit charities, the stuff he's done. I remember looking at some of the stuff that he done when I was younger than I am now, seeing him doing things for charity and stuff like that, having him and the celebrities get together and do things. But he tell you in the I Admit song, he tell you basically that I've done things for my community, but of course you don't hear that about me. So, what is that saying? So some of y'all laughing, you crying in your song. The guys 2 years ago talking about, now you want to cry in your song that I admit that you're broke now you want black people to come to. Dude, come on, man. Because if he's one of those Hollywood niggas, he would be living in Hollywood. he would have been all up in Hollywood, living in Hollywood, and you know, he would have been one of those type of guys. He wasn't he ain't that type of dude. So you got to give some type of respect to Robert Sylvester Kelly, man. Because R. Kelly ain't nothing but it's just a stage name. That's just a brand. Robert Sylvester Kelly is a man. Because Prince died. When Prince died, that's when you started to find out about the things he's done. Prince did a lot of things. He did a lot of things. You didn't find out until he died. So watch your fucking mouth. What you say about people, because you don't know what the fuck they've done. The stuff Michael done and Bill Cosby, it just was publicized. You saw it with a camera. They let it be known. And plus, Michael Jackson was the most popular man, famous man in the world. Of course, everything he does is going to be televised. And plus, Bill Cosby was America's dad. Of course, yeah, he let it be known. Of course, because it was televised, man. But some people don't like to be. They don't want it to be known. They don't want it to be everybody know what they're doing. And I'm not saying that what Bill Cosby did he didn't do it from the heart, or what Michael Jackson did, he didn't do it from the heart. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying to you, a lot of people that it's in the spotlight, they do things they don't want people to see what they do. They want to do it, and they don't want it to be known. And a lot of times, people that does that, they want to do it from the heart. They do it from the heart. A lot of folks that give money to charities and help in their communities, they don't want it to be known. They want to just, they want to give and help. They do it from the heart, and they do make sure it gets there to help their people out, but they just don't want the recognition. That's the point I'm trying to make. They don't want the recognition like that. They want to make sure that people get the help, and they want to make sure they people are being taken care of. But they just don't want that recognition, man. And it's real. It's sincere about what they do. Like I said, when Prince died, you found out a lot of things that he did do. So stop it, man. And I know Michael has done a lot. A lot of work. You know what I'm saying? But Bill Cosby has done a lot more for his people in the community. So I ain't trying to compare, but I'm saying there's a lot of artists, a lot of people that get money that do help their people. But a lot of it's not televised. Reason why y'all talk about Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson, because it was televised, and I understand that, and I respect that, because he sent kids to college. I understand that, and I know I get on a rant and I say that, but at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff is not televised. But some things R. Kelly done was televised. Some things he did for charity was televised. But a lot of things he did not want it to be televised, and you have to respect that. He was a very private man. R. Kelly and Prince, those are guys that did not really want their stuff to be televised. So, once again, I want to say this. Why so private? Why so hush and so silent about the Bill Cosby court hearing from 2 weeks ago? And why so hush about the interview that Tasha K, who pretty much helped bring down R. Kelly, and also she pretty much kind of helped with Bill Cosby too. And why so hush, y'all, on social media on that interview that Tasha K did with Jen and Lindsay, the two former employees that work for R. Kelly that believe in his innocence. Why y'all so quiet about this? I just want to know. Y'all ain't saying one word about this. Michael Jackson legacy, they're not going to be able to taint it. They're not going to. It's a done deal. They're not going to touch this man. They're not going to touch. They're not going to be able to bring down his legacy. His legacy is well stamped, man. It's well protected, man. Michael Jackson got too many fans, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't wait, man, till people find out the real truth about what they did to Bill Cosby in this country, in this world. I can't wait till they find out what they did to Robert Sylvester Kelly in this trial, in this world. Because Robert Sylvester Kelly, they don't give a fuck about Robert Sylvester Kelly. I've said that before. The man. But all they care about is R. Kelly, the brand. Because they don't care about those fake ass alleged victims. They don't care nothing about his ex-wife, Drea McGee, whatever her damn name is. All they want is R. Kelly, the brand, the music, the royalties. That's all they want. Y'all can sit there and play games all you want to and sit there and think that I'm just blowing smoke up your ass. You ain't got to listen to me. Just do your own research. You ain't got to follow me. You ain't got to follow the Power 123 Trust. I'm not a journalist. I'm not even a blogger. I'm just a man on YouTube that speaks my motherfucking opinion about what I see in this world. But at the end of the day, this is some real shit going on. Sony is always in the background, pulling the strings. It is what it is. If you don't like what I'm saying, hey, fuck it. That is your business. And I'm going to tell you like this. We, as a people that's on social media that happens to be black, we got to do better, man. No matter what you think about Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. But these are the two men. They still alive. They still here. They still breathing in the physical form. We need to form and come together and say enough is enough. They already took out Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was found not guilty in 2005. But would it be the same in this day and age in 2018 or 2019 or 2020? In this day and age in the Me Too and Time's Up era? You got to think about that for a minute. See, that's how Bill got convicted. That's how they got Kells locked up. Even though R. Kelly wasn't even convicted. R. Kelly hasn't even been on trial. R. Kelly is sitting in a federal jail off a scripted documentary and just sitting there. I'm gonna keep saying that to y'all. He has not been convicted of a crime. He hasn't had his day in court. His due process has been violated. And we need to understand that. Robert Sylvester Kelly has not been convicted of anything, y'all. He doesn't have a criminal record. A lot of these people that's accusing Robert Sylvester Kelly does have a criminal background. Like Ashanti McGee that was on Dr. Oz. Go look at her record. Stop believing what these people feeding y'all, man. I had to tell my uncle the other day, man. And then the interview with R. Kelly did about, speaking about Aaliyah, he said he loved her. Okay. He never said in the interview that he was married to her. He never said, yo, I was in love with her and I miss holding her hands. I miss kissing her nice lips. I mean, I didn't even know Aaliyah. I was a huge fan of Aaliyah. Hell, I loved Aaliyah. The man said he loved her. So what? That doesn't mean that he was married to her. That doesn't mean that they had a romantic relationship. That doesn't mean anything to me, man. Michael Jackson, he loved children. When he saw children, he saw the innocence in their eyes. He saw God in their eyes when he saw children. But look what they did to his words. See, when they interview Michael Jackson and R. Kelly, man, at their vulnerable times when they were accused of being pedophiles or accused of allegations like that, they not good. They don't know how to defend themselves. I'm being honest with you. They don't know how to speak. When they're talking about their life growing up as kids, when they're speaking about music, R. Kelly is good at that. But when he's talking about trying to defend himself, nah. He's not that good doing that. Him and Michael, nah. That's why you never saw Bill Cosby really coming out speaking out. Because that's why they have spokespersons for. That's why they have lawyers for. These artists should not be speaking out for themselves. Only person did a good job of doing that was Tupac, man. But Michael wasn't good at doing that. Robert Sylvester Kelly wasn't good at doing that. And that's probably why Bill Cosby didn't go out there and do it, because he didn't want to get himself trapped up. Because, you know, you have lawyers for that. You have a spokesperson for that. So, I'm out. I said enough of this video. I'm done, man. All these men have something in common. It's Sony. It is what it is. I'm done. If you believe everything the media tells you, you ain't nothing but a brainwashed lady. So free yourself. Free your mind. Free your soul. It is easy to target and destroy and bring down a black man. Hell, all you need is his own ways of people to do it for him. With that being said, love is God and God is love. I see y'all in the next one. And I am the Power 123 Trust. I love y'all, man. Peace.